What's going on, guys? Welcome back to today's second video. And in today's second video, we're going to take a look at Algorand, and I'm going to explain to you guys why I was actually wrong about the pattern that Algorand was probably in on the 4-hour chart, guys. I'm going to admit I made a wrong call, but it may not be the end of the world yet. And I'm going to explain to you guys exactly why. So if that sounds good to you guys are new to the channel and like today's content, make sure you guys press the subscribe button right down below. And if you guys are already subscribed, smack that like button. Let's try to get 300 likes on this algo video. All right, guys, so let's jump right onto the 4-hour chart and not waste any more of your guys' time. So you guys see here, this was the original chart that I had drawn for algo, where I thought that our resistance was actually this yellow line up here. But now that I look at it, look at the volume, guys. The volume continues to decrease, right? We haven't seen that volume breakout, whether it's a big giant red volume breakout or that big giant green volume breakout just yet. Okay, so maybe we're not actually out of the consolidation period that we've actually seen for algo really ever since all the way back on February 12th. Maybe this is actually the resistance line that we're currently in, and it makes a lot of sense connecting all our wicks from the top, right? This last little local high, right, and our last little wick high right here. That makes a lot of sense, and it lines up perfectly with the volume not actually breaking out yet. All right, guys, and from the bottom side, this might be our support. Okay, you can see we're right at that support right now. So will we break it to the downside, or will it actually be a fake out? Okay, you can see if we take our wicks from down here, guys, one fake out, but we never got a close, or really a close and an open below that. We get a wick down to it, two wicks down to it over here, and now we're right at that support again. So will we break this down to the downside? Well, we'll probably know within this 4-hour candle whether we're breaking it to the downside, but we still, guys, haven't really got that giant red breakout yet that's going to tell me that we're going to go to the downside, right? If we see a big giant red volume breakout, that could mean that we're due for lower prices, and we could see prices down here, right? Maybe closer to about 90 cents, or a good support would also be somewhere around this area at about 83 cents, right? With just a bunch of confluence in those two areas looking left. That could be our drop down target if we actually break to the downside out of this triangle, guys. But if we break to the upside, ultimately, right, our major target is the top of the range, which at about $1.76 is basically what our breakout target is if we go to the upside there. Okay. But anyways, besides that, guys, I wanted to give a quick refresher on why I don't think we broke out of that triangle yet. Now, let's switch on over to the daily chart. And you can see on this daily chart, guys, same thing, right? Decreasing volume, haven't seen that volume breakout. But what we can see on the daily chart is this is just one big giant support and resistance line. You can see back here, this was our resistance all throughout this area before getting our big impulse up. And what did we do, guys? Well, we came back down and actually retested it as support multiple times in this area. So that is pretty bullish, right? Flipping your old resistance into support. You don't want to break down below it. And right now, same thing as that symmetrical triangle, you are actually right at that support, and you could actually go back down to the downside, guys, if you break this. But what I also think is interesting, if we get a bounce from where we are right now, we actually could be forming a little bit of bullish divergence on the daily, right? Lower lows on the RSI, it's very, very slight, right? You have to zoom in super, super big to see that this is down sloping. And then also higher lows on price action if and only if, this is only if we get a bounce here. And this could eventually push us up to the upside as we get higher lows on the price action and lower lows on the RSI, which gives us bullish divergence, but that's not confirmed yet. We have to see a bounce here to fully confirm that first, guys, okay? But if I just wanted to show you that this is generally still a bullish structure until we break this green line, guys, to the downside for algo. Now, let's switch to the weekly chart. What do we have going on here? Well, very, very similar thing to the daily chart, and why I think this is just a big support and resistance flip. You guys can see, right, our resistance of our two local highs, we extend this all the way out to our current price action. Look where we're getting support right at that level, flipping old resistance into new support. So that lines up very, very perfectly. Also, guys, where do we wick down to on this last red candle? Well, you can see we wicked right down to our 10-week moving average, which you guys know like we talked about for Ethereum earlier, has been such big support for a lot of altcoins. Bitcoin usually goes down to its 20-week moving average, but has recently also been only going down to its 10-week moving average. And this is still playing out for Algorand as we speak. We got a wick down to it. So this just has a lot of confluence on the weekly chart. Now, what will happen if we end up, right, getting another bounce to the upside, okay? Which I do think eventually is going to happen. Doesn't have to happen today. Doesn't have to happen tomorrow. Could happen next week, week after that, whatever. Our next target, guys, you can see our last wick went right up to our 0.5 Fibonacci at about $1.70. So our next target, if we do continue up, guys, is right at about this $2.09 mark is our next Fibonacci target. That's our golden 618 Fibonacci. So that could be a big area for us to break if we want to break all-time highs for Algo within the next couple months, all right? So look out for these two levels first. I mean, it's going to be tough breaking this local wick here, but the 618 is usually the toughest to break and is usually the level you go to on a retrace. So we'll see if that can actually play out as well, guys, okay? Yeah, so I was just looking at the RSI real quick. Nothing really on the RSI to really speak to. I mean, you could have some bullish divergence on the weekly RSI as well. Not confirmed yet, so I'm not going to point that out. But if we do get a bounce here, that could also be some bullish divergence on the weekly, getting lower lows on our RSI and higher lows in price action as well. But that's not confirmed yet, so I'm not going to point that out to you guys, even though I talked about it, right? We're going to look at the Bitcoin dominance real quick because I know this is what you got. A lot of you guys have been asking about this. Where we have in the Bitcoin dominance is we're really range bound between 59% and 63%. We're just kind of going up and down, waiting for which one to break. Now, if we do break this green line to the upside, guys, I do expect Bitcoin to go on a major run. It looks like Bitcoin is really going right now. So it could be Bitcoin's time to shine, guys. And we could see altcoins kind of settle or, at least go up, but in a smaller percentage against Bitcoin. We could see Bitcoin, if it breaks this green line here, go back up and retest the top of this downtrend that the Bitcoin dominance has been on since it's really an inception, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 touches on it. So if Bitcoin can come up here, which it's getting a strong impulse right now, but we've seen this before, we're going to see a run for Bitcoin in the short term. Now, if we get rejected at this green line on our move up, probably going to see altcoins make another run. So we're really waiting for this to see, we break this red line, we'll see an altcoin rally. We break this green line, we'll see a major Bitcoin rally, all right? So wait to see which one of these breaks first, 63% or 59% on the Bitcoin dominance, guys. But that's really the video on Algo today and just a quick update on the Bitcoin dominance. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did enjoy today's content and are new to the channel, make sure you guys smack the subscribe button right down below. Don't forget to do that before you leave. Also, if you guys are already subscribed and you guys enjoyed today's content, make sure you guys smack that like button. The goal, remember, guys, is 300 likes on today's video. Appreciate all you guys take your time out of your day to do that. And I'll see you guys in the live stream coming up tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, like always, every single day. All right? So, guys, stay safe, stay crypto. Peace out.